Did you know that the city of Prague here in Czech Republic is the home to the largest stadium in the world, the tallest, ugliest building in the world, and many more interesting things? Well, today we're gonna show them to you. And we're starting here on the most famous square in the city, the Wenceslav Square. That looks pretty damn big, and it went through some important historical events, but it is not the largest. We actually have a square in the city that is double the size. Let me show you. And this is it, the largest square in our city and in our country with more than 80,000 square meters. And I guess you understand now why we never showed it to you. Nothing special about it. It used to be the cattle market, so I guess people would trade cows. It now serves a different purpose. Our colleagues and our friends actually made a show that took place on this square, especially at night, because it fills up with drug dealers, drug addicts, pimps, and hookers. But on the bright side, there is a nice church, there is the city court, and also the new town city hall that has a nice lookout tower. We showed it to you. And there's one place that we like with Honza, which is those public restrooms. That are not public restrooms anymore, but they turned it into a small bar restaurant where in the summer you can sit on top on their little terrace and watch the lovely intersection. So I hope you will like this park square. And now for something really interesting. If you love the Prague trams as much as we do, and you want to spend the most time on it, you want to look for the line number 10. That is the longest line of the Prague trams. It goes for more than 40 stops from Sídliště Řepy to Sídliště Ďáblice, and you can spend on this tram more than an hour, to be exact, 1 hour and 7 minutes. So that is the longest tram line in Prague. We took the longest tram line for one short stop and we moved here to Náměstí Míru with this amazing, beautiful church. But we're not here for the church, we are here for the deepest metro station in Prague, or let me rephrase that, the longest escalator ride in European Union. You wanna go take a ride? Let's do it. The reason this is the deepest metro station isn't because it's low in terms of sea level altitude, but it's high up on a hill, so you need to go down low to the station. This escalator is more than 80 meters long, 83 to be exact. And when I said it's the longest one in European Union, the reason is they have longer ones in Ukraine, in Kiev. And since I'm a big geek to this kind of stuff, I actually went to visit. It is really long. The ride on this escalator is more than 2 minutes long, and they actually do races here where they race who can get up the fastest. And we're going down to the station because there's one more interesting thing we want to show you. This station has a really nice interior. The entire line has a beautiful interior. And if you're curious about the colors, we actually made a video where we explain why each station has a specific color. And you know who like this station, besides me as well, are the people who make the Apple commercials, because this is where they actually shot an Apple commercial for their Apple Watch. I don't have an Apple Watch, I have a Garmin. In the ad, you can see that they actually installed turnstiles here because they were showing you can pay with the Apple Watch. We have no turnstiles in the Prague Metro. You still have to have a ticket. And also in the ad, you can see this clock, and it shows 5 o'clock in the morning or even earlier because they had to film at night when the metro is not running, so they wouldn't have any people using it and so obstructing the residents of Prague. Just as I said, more than 2 minutes. What is the tallest building in Prague? Well, I'll tell you that on the future video of The Honest Guide, so you may consider subscribing. But on today's episode, I'll show you the tallest structure or tallest tower we have. And it's right here. It's the Žižkov TV Tower, 216 meters long, which is this in feet. It was built back during communism, and there's a very interesting interview with its architect who actually explains that it's sort of a stick holding on the ground and that the bases for it are very shallow. And he even said that if it had no base structure whatsoever, if it was just standing on a table with its own weight, it would not tilt on any side and it would not fall down. Pretty impressive. If you're curious about the black babies on the tower, they were put up by an artist there, and you can actually touch one of the babies. Not by climbing on the tower, but by finding it in one of the Prague parks. Also, if the structure resembles a rocket to you, well, actually our friend that we have with Honza, he used it as a rocket because he did a projection of the Saturn rocket that eventually launched Apollo 11 into space. So they did like a video mapping on this tower, which was really cool. Not only it broadcasts TV signal, but up there is also a one-room hotel that you can get for 1,000 euros. And there's obviously a lookout point and a bar and a restaurant. If you want to come up to the tower and you don't want to spend 1,000 euros for the hotel room and you're more of a budget traveler, we'll stop to the coffee place or to the restaurant. It's very, very reasonably priced, and if there is no reservations and you can sit down, you can just have a coffee and enjoy the epic view. We have arrived to another top, or the most of some sort, and in this case it is the smallest and the narrowest house in Prague. I mean, the sign right here says it, the smallest house, but it is not. The house is long gone and now it's only a facade. It used to be a brothel, as from what I found out, but not anymore. So if you want to know where the smallest and the narrowest house in Prague is, follow me. We are still in the old town of Prague, and this behind me is the narrowest building in Prague. It's a tiny little hotel with only 9 rooms, and the width is 3 meters and 28 centimeters, which is this in feet and inches. I was told that they have a meter that we could measure it at the reception. The lady was super nice, but she didn't have a meter, but she did confirm it's the narrowest building in Prague. That's it. So the point of the story, don't trust what it says on any random sign in the city. That's an important point. A good point, Janek. If you want to see more interesting stuff like where's the largest bell in Prague, where's the biggest lovelock, or where's the cheapest beer, we can make it on the future episode. Or if you want to watch more videos right now about traveling in Prague and scams, you may want to check out all the videos we got on our channel. That is called The Honest Guide, which is Honza behind the camera, me in front of it, waving hands and saying funny stuff. Trying to say funny stuff, I know. And we'll see you next week, or you will see us on your computer screen, and I will see you through the lens of our camera. See ya. And the Czech word at the end is nej, N-E-J. We put it in front of words. If we want to say the smallest, then we say nejmenší. If we want to say the tallest, then we say nejvyšší. If we want to say the most expensive, then it's nejdražší. We always use nej. By itself, it doesn't mean really anything. It means the best.